Hi Aries, this is Yonjo from Truth to Change Tarot, and I'm here to do your March 2017 reading. So I want to say thank you to all the people who liked, shared, and subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much. And let's get started with your overall message. So your overall message, or for your reading, your overall message is dissipating. So I'm going to read what that says in the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck here. Be aware of being imprisoned by the story you tell. Do you tend to do what you say? A lack of planning does not indicate misfortune. Am I doing what I say? I'm going to say that again. A lack of planning does not indicate misfortune. Am I doing what I say? The key ideas are taking action, content to dream, going in circles, strong intelligence, making excuses, procrastinating. Oh, don't have to stop. Just leave it. Okay, hanging out here. All right. Oh, and the little other phrase that comes with it is, allow gentle flight into your thoughts. Canary yellow supports the creativity and daydreaming. Recognizing the difference between a daydream and a well thought out plan is key, as creativity must be freed from its cage. All right, so your clarifying cards are self and luck. This too here. My other hand is captured by my cat. So you have self and luck. All right. So you're fine. So some of the messages that I'm getting. Is maybe probably being hard on yourself because a plan that you had didn't really turn out the way you thought it would. Not a plan, maybe something, just your whole life in general. Some things in your life haven't turned out the way you did, the way you thought, and part of it is just because, maybe part of it is just like you thought it would just happen. You thought it would just happen. Maybe you didn't exactly put all the effort, because with the luck card it seems like you're just relying on luck a lot of times and not really taking the time to focus on what within yourself needs to be addressed. I think I talked about this in your solar eclipse reading. What in yourself needs to be addressed so you're able to kind of, like it said, doing what you say, being aligned with yourself. That's a lot of what this is, and this comes up later in your reading. It's just being aligned with yourself. Am I doing what I'm saying? Am I doing what I say? I mean, and just kind of facing the excuses that you've been making that you're covering with, depending on luck or having faith, and really looking at yourself. See what you have control over. You know, because sometimes it feels a lot easier just to kind of go with the flow, because it's a lot easier than taking the reins. So definitely this energy for March 2017 is asking you to take the reins. All right. So for the singles here, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So with these two cards, it speaks to, so you're holding on. I mean, the Four of Pentacles has to do with holding on to a lot of things. So if you're holding on to making a decision, if you haven't made the decision yet, like a decision has been presented in front of you, whether that's, you know, connecting with a person, people, places, whatever, you're kind of holding on to it because you don't want to make the wrong step. You're just like, I'll just see what happens. The energy of what it in the card says procrastinating or making excuses, which is completely normal. There's no shame in that. It's overwhelming to have to make some decisions, but definitely this energy is asking you to make a decision. Perhaps you're making a decision between two people with the two of wands, whether to stay or go. Two different energies, two different mindsets to live in. Let's get more information though. Yeah, we get this card twice. Oh, not the star, but so you have the Star and the Ten of Swords here in reverse. So you're nearing the end of a cycle of healing a lot of trauma. You know, healing a lot of things that have really kind of blocked you from fully living your truth, fully expressing what you want, you know. And with the Four of Pentacles, I think that's like you're afraid that you are not as far along on your path as you think you are. Your path of healing. Like this healing is bringing hope into your life, and you're like, wait. I don't want to get too far. I'm just going to wait. But it's asking you to, you know, complete the cycle. Release all those repetitive thoughts because you're at the end. Make the decision whether or not to stay or go. Make the decision between these two people. You have the ability to discern what is good for you, what is feeling and geared towards you, yourself. Let's see here. Here we go. Because luck is not necessarily the complete factor that's involved this month. Yeah. One more card? No. I'm pulling more card anyways. Yeah. Eight of Swords reverse. I mean, it's definitely talking about recognizing the fact that, you know, like I said in the dissipating card, like, are you holding yourself prisoner by a certain story? Like the story of like, I'm never gonna find nobody. The story of, oh, all these people hate me. Like, what story are you holding on to? Perhaps that people are created and have created. They're real stories. But what story are you holding on to that you feel like is gonna continue to happen? Like, what do you feel like? Why do you feel like you don't have control when you do? When you have these Eight of Swords reverse, asking you to release that mindset. Okay, for the couples here, you have the Page of Swords and the Temperance in reverse. So y'all are really communicating the truth to each other. With the Page of Swords, it's just kind of like cutting to the truth. You know, really communicating your thoughts, like, hey, around not feeling connected and at one and at peace with each other. You're like, you do this thing and you bother me and that hurts. You do this thing, blah, 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 that hurts. Like, I don't feel connected to you. I feel distant. Like, things are not going well. Like, we need to really just talk it out. Let's see what others. Yeah, because this dynamic is not making you feel really good about yourself. With the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups reverse is talking about kind of lack of like self-esteem, and maybe that's the truth that you're doing to you. You're like, oh, really? I've been taking in all this bullshit from this person because I didn't have the self-esteem. Now that I'm getting to that truth, I'm communicating that I don't feel connected. And with the Queen of Cups here, you know, it has to do with someone who's very emotional and very compassionate, very intuitive. It's a water energy, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So this energy, I'm pulling my card. I'm gonna know exactly what energy is about. You know, Two of Swords here. It's again about making a decision and indecisiveness. So you don't really know like what to. I'm pulling my card. I'm pulling it off. Shot. So yeah, indecision about this conflict that's happening. Perhaps an internal struggle, an external struggle that's happening, manifesting into an external struggle about sort of the emotional distance that's happening in your relationship. You're not really sure how to deal with that because now that you have the information that your relationship has been informed by your lack of self-esteem or lack of self-worth, and you're communicating that, you're not really sure how to go forward. And I'm not saying like, you know, your partner is someone who is not open to hearing that. Because, you know, you can enter a relationship and not like yourself completely. And it doesn't always mean that your partner is the one enabling that. It just means you're growing. You're trying to grow as a person. So now that these things that you're realizing that you need for you, like you're just having a hard time deciding what to reveal and what not to reveal in terms of what's been hurting you. This indecision card with the two of swords. Yeah. Like I said, with the overall message, what story are you trying to create outside of the ones that you already created for yourself in terms of how you are in relationships, how you show up in relationships? So for the work, passion, and community, you have the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so like I said earlier with the Ten of Swords in reverse, it's like you're at the end of a pattern, of a cycle. It's like you are at the end, you see over the edge, but you're afraid to take the leap here with the Fool in reverse. You're afraid to take the leap. Or, as a fire sign, you just kind of already leapt. And you're just like, what did I get myself into? Because I know as a fire sign, fellow fire sign, we just kind of do things spontaneously. Don't really think it out and kind of jump into it and hope it goes well. But I think this energy is asking you, it's like you're going from 10 to 0. You're restarting a new path. Let's get another card here. Yeah. It's asking you to cut away the illusions, whether it's being held back or just going too fast. Really cut through the illusions. What is actually going on? This is what I'm getting. What is actually going on? What exactly do I need? You know? There's no issue in kind of just jumping into things or having that nature, I would say. It's appropriate for some situations, but I think in this current situation, it might not be totally appropriate just to jump in or totally appropriate just to kind of feel a little bit wary. It's asking you to have a clear mindset and assertiveness, you know, not passive, not aggressive, not passive aggressive, assertiveness in terms of like really connecting to this Wheel of Fortune energy. And like I said earlier, it's like asking you to do the work, and once you do the work, this Wheel of Fortune energy is going to come in. And it seems like the work is really cutting through illusions, whether you have in terms of your work, partners, your friend, community, just cutting through the bullshit. Cutting. I don't know why I say it like that, but cutting through it. And you have the Empress here reversed. And it's asking you to really recognize, what does abundance mean to you? What does abundance look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? I don't know. Either way, asking you to really envision what abundance is and don't give up on that is what I'm getting. Don't give up. You have the option. You know, if you jump off that, you know, you went a little too fast and you kind of ended up in the desert, you're like, whew, what? This is not what I expected. Although the desert is very beautiful. Anyways, so you ended up in a place that's not necessarily has the resources that you want to have, that you need to make your dreams come true, whatever. It's just saying that don't give up if it doesn't feel right now. Or if you feel a little scared and you left where you were at the beginning, you know, just don't give up. So, okay, so for your spirituality and higher purpose, you have Justice here, Aretha Kit. Hey, hello Aretha Kit. The Tower, or like the Maison Dieu, which is called God, House of God, which makes sense to me. Anyways, and then the Sun here with Sunrise. All right. So what I first got when I was pulling this card is like some sort of injustice happened to you, some sort of wrongdoing happened, and you feel a lot of types of way about it, mostly angry and upset. You're like, wow, they really did that. Wow, that really happened. Oh my God. What? Why? You're just like confused. You're just really not sure what to do with the information. And you're just like, what did I do wrong to receive this sort of behavior towards me, or this circumstance, or these life challenges, whatever, you know, you're just like you're like, what's going on? And what's going on is, you know, I mean, you know, some things aren't a lesson. You know, some things that are really horrible that happen aren't a lesson, but there are things that you can learn from. So it's just saying that this is a situation that will correct itself. You know, the universe will do right by you. That's what I'm getting. The universe will do right by you. You know, it's just kind of shoving all the people away who are kind of done you wrong, hurt you, whatever. You know, you're just like, what is going on? And then you're like, wow. You go on their social media, you're like, ooh, ooh, you know what I mean? I mean, although on social media, nobody, you know, really admits the truth like that. Or you hear something, you're like, ooh, karma really hit them. Like, you know, that kind of thing is just, you're going to find someone out where you're just like, ugh, and then you're going to feel really happy. Not that you should feel happy at somebody else's detriment. But what I'm saying is that you're going to be like, wow, like, I'm really glad that I was not even in the mindset to take in that sort of energy from that person, and to, you know, sometimes people blame yourself. Sometimes you would blame yourself, but to blame myself or whatever, I'm glad I didn't do that, because now that messiness is over there and I'm here in the sun playing with these little babies. Having the energy to move forward and keep carrying on and keep going and just continue to be inspired and hopeful. Like, this is a very, very powerful card that's being presented to you. All right, so your overall advice here is, I live each moment with a presence of gratitude, and play is my path to joy. So with this one in particular, I think it's just really saying, really, even throughout this seriousness of making these decisions, really continue to have that playful fire energy present. Like, you don't have to keep, everything is not that serious, you know? I'm like, did you die? But did you die? No? I'm like, that's the Aquarius mindset. Anyways, so it's asking you to continue to have this playful mindset. Oh my God, why is this card doing this? Anyways, playful mindset throughout this, and it'll allow you to be a little bit more grateful for the moments that happen. Because if you're taking everything seriously, all these challenges present yourself, kind of digging through the mud, you're in like the rain and the mud, and you know, it's really hard. And then like the little grateful moments, a little puppy comes up or cat, you're like, oh, look at this little cat, let me save it. Like, really really taking in all the little moments that feel good, and all little moments that you succeed. Celebrate the little things is what I'm getting. Celebrate the little things. All right, so that's your reading. If you like a personal reading for me, yeah, email me, or no, go to my website, truthischanged.tumblr.com, and it's in the link below. And the link below, I don't know what's wrong with me today. And on my Instagram, I have full moon and new moon readings every month. It's also on my website. And yeah, thanks for watching. Blessings.